Many campaigns will put the bag together with a small, medium, and large toy with the blue or the pink sticker with the age. And then the parent comes by and just picks it up. And that's the extent of the experience. We were challenged when we took on the campaign to do the shopping mall. A new concept for me, not having a lot to do with any kind of operation like this. And so we said, well, let's do it. We figured it out how to do it. We're very advantageous about jumping out there and trying something new. So we got all the tables, we brought in all the toys, we set it up in age appropriate and gender appropriate. And
what's up, Camden County? You are catching episode 70 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Alison Shores from the Camden County Chamber of Commerce. This Getting in Your Business podcast is made possible by our Chairman Circle sponsors, Georgia's Own Credit Union, Lockheed, Comcast, Georgia Power Company, Sparklight, Plug Power, St. Mary's DDA, TDS Telecom, and Ameris Bank. Thank you to all of our sponsors. All right, guys, today in the studio, I have some very cool people that I can't wait to talk to, and we are going to talk all things Toys for Tots. It is that time of year. So, Greg and Michelle, thank you so much for joining me today to talk about this. I feel like sometimes there's misconceptions with Toys for Tots and some of these campaigns, and so I really want to break it down, what we have in our community, our Toys for Tots, here in Camden County. So first things first, what is Toys for Tots? Just in case anybody doesn't know or is confused, let's
take it away, Greg.
Who's going to take it?
well, Toys for Tots is an opportunity for the community to come together to bring all these brand new unwrapped toys, never been used before, to help distribute to those that are less fortunate during the Christmas season.
I love it. And this, I don't think people know the time that it takes. You don't just start this at the end of November and do it for 2 weeks, I think that sometimes we think that, but that's not how these things go down. So I know we've already started doing some fundraising, and I know that, you hear Toys for Tots and you're like, well, we're already giving toys. What do they need funds for, So I wanted to kind of answer some of those questions for people so they know. What you guys are doing.
Yeah, because that's definitely something that we keep coming across is people are saying, oh, well, we'll put a box in our office. What more do you want from us, right?
Yeah.
And what we've realized is a lot of the time those boxes are filled with toys for young kids because that's what we all do. We go buy the cute stuff, the little things, the fun
And like we were talking earlier, it's Toys for Tots. So we're like, yes, you think little kid and those things. And actually it includes all all ages.
It does. And there's a lot of families that come in there and they've got the older teenage kids and they sure don't want the little toys. So that's where the costs come in. And that's what we're trying to focus on at this point of the campaign is to get those cash donations so that we can make sure that the older kids are taken care of as well.
That's correct. That's exactly where it all goes.
And so, I don't know if people know that this is not you don't make a list and go, and these things just magically appear at your house hey, here's your stuff. It's actually a whole shopping experience.
It's a whole experience. Tell us.
It is. Yeah, it's exciting to talk about. Many campaigns will put the bag together with a small, medium, and large toy with the blue or the pink sticker with the age. And then the parent comes by and just picks it up. And that's the extent of the experience. We were challenged when we took on the campaign to do the shopping mall. A new concept for me, not having a lot to do with any kind of operation like this. And so we said, well, let's do it. We figured it out how to do it. We're very advantageous about jumping out there and trying something new. So we got all the tables, we brought in all the toys, we set it up in age appropriate and gender appropriate and ways that the table's set up like a store. So the parent can come through with a shopper and they can go through and pick out their 3 toys for each child that they have registered. And it just turns out to be a very personal experience, and it gives the parents an opportunity to get something for their children instead of, children are asking for things for Christmas. And it gives them an opportunity to shop and see if they can provide that for them.
I just love it so much. And the shopping experience, what was that like for you? I know you did it last year.
Oh, I loved it. So I was a shopper.
Yeah.
So the family would come in. We got them a shopping cart. We walked through the tables. They got to choose a game or a puzzle or something for the whole family. And then they got to choose 3 different toys for each child. And then they got stocking stuffers as well. So by the time they left, it was as if we had done a full shopping day. They had a full cart full of stuff. They had the opportunity to get those gifts wrapped before they left. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was such a wonderful thing to see.
It is.
I could listen to you talk all day. I know everybody was thinking it. So this is Michelle, and she is from South Africa. So here we are.
Cool.
I love
cool.
it.
Very cool.
So back to Toys for Tots. Sorry. Now, okay. So I want people to know that you don't have to give toys or put out a box or even give cash donations. There are still other ways that you can help, and by being a volunteer, that's a way. What should people do if they do want to volunteer their time, to maybe come be a shopper or help set up some of the stuff, or I don't know what all you would need?
Well, we have opportunities for people to go out and gather the toys that are filling up in the boxes from the October till December timeframe. We have the opportunity for people that do want to give those kind of gifts to give a gift. We have ways for people to come and help sort the toys once they start showing up in the backside of the warehouse. And then as we get closer to the event, we provide a little bit of training. If you wanted to come on Saturday, the day of the event, you could spend an hour, maybe 2 hours being a shopper, host, and you would take them with this shopping cart and help them to shop and just enjoy the day, make the season a little bit brighter, a little bit lighter, more enjoyable, and to know that you've been able to do something to help somebody else.
And I feel like we all need a little bit of that in our life right now.
Sure we do. Sure we do. This is a great opportunity for that.
Yeah, it really is. Now you were saying earlier, like I know we've already done one fundraiser, at Carve, and should anybody want to see what other fundraisers, or just maybe come out and talk to you guys during these things, or they have questions, like will there be other fundraisers before the December 13th?
So yeah, we're trying to put together quite a few now. So if there's any businesses out there that have any ideas where we can bring our Toys for Tots crew, we can sort of all market it together, get some traction in the business as well. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to partner with the community as much as we possibly can to get everybody on board.
Now, will you guys be like feeding volunteers and stuff during the event? Well,
so you'll hear Greg say at some point in this discussion that 98% of the funds raised go to the toys and go directly to the kids. What's very important to note is that 2% is because we need to feed the volunteers. We need to pay for the tables for the shopping day. We need T-shirts for the volunteers. And what was the other thing? We feed them. We got the tables. We got the food. Okay.
Pretty much that covers all of it, but that's under the 2%, cost. So
imagine if we could get it to where everything was donated and 100% went.
Right.
That's the goal, right?
It is the goal, and that would be an above board, magnificent campaign without basically all you could say is the very minimal percent in overhead.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Toys for Tots Foundation, they want this to be all toys also. And they know there's incidentals, they know there's warehouse rental, they know there's all kinds of costs that can go into this, but we thankfully don't have those kinds of costs. We have a great community. We have great people that are coming on board with this and realizing that they are the owners of this campaign.
And that's what's so cool. Y'all have created a space where we can own it as a community and people can come together and just be a part of something, and I just think it's wonderful. And I can't, Michelle, when you and I started talking about this, like early September, maybe even end of August, I was like, are we there yet? Is that what's happening? But yes, that's how much planning and stuff goes into it to make sure that everybody in Camden County has a great Christmas. And, I think that's important. Now, if people want to maybe be on the list, maybe things are tough right now and they kind of know, they're going to need help at, around the holiday times. Is it where they can go and register, or what is that process?
It is. So those registrations are open already, so they can go onto the website. So if they start off with a simple search for Toys for Tots and then search for, as Greg said earlier, St. Mary's, Georgia, that will take them to our website. At that point, they can fill out the application form. Those applications are closing on?
Supposed to close November 1st.
Okay.
So
that time.
We will have to hold to that this year because in 5 years, we have been able to serve 6,000 children. So it climbs. And also, we've taken on Charlton County now. And so they're part of the campaign.
Okay.
And so that means we've got to watch that window of closing the registrations by November 1st. And that's what Toys for Tots wants us to do. You know,
Okay.
and we operate up underneath their SOPs,
Okay.
standard operation procedures, and we do everything by the book. And it's just become a great campaign. They trust us, we trust them. We get it all done. We wrap it up by January, and then maybe February, March, April, May, we're doing other things, but then we start back into it about June, July. It does. It starts that, like you were mentioning before.
I don't think people realize that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I do want to point out that while this is housed at Restoration Church, this is not just Restoration Church.
Right. It does not belong to Restoration Church. It is housed in the Restoration Church building, but it does not belong to us. It belongs to Camden County.
Yeah.
Camden County, this belongs to you. You should participate in it. Don't let anything hinder you from being part of the Toys for Tots campaign.
You don't have to go to Restoration Church to be a part of this.
That's correct.
So that's what I want people to understand, is that this is not just one church taking over and doing this and, you know, benefiting from it. That is not they're actually working, and it's a lot of people, and it's out of the goodness of, you know, their heart wanting to do this. So anybody in Camden County that has a heart for this or just wants to get involved or help, please contact Michelle and Greg. Now, Camden Charlton Toys for Tots, that's our Facebook.
That is
group.
the Facebook. And then also for anybody who wants to host a box,
Yes.
there is a registration on the website for that as well.
Okay.
By doing it through the website, we're able to put it on an app so that if anybody is looking to find where there is a box nearest to them, it's all tracked in the app. So we're trying to follow those procedures.
Gotcha.
Obviously, if somebody does not want to go online and register their location, we'll happily do it for them. So please.
We're catching up with the times. We're getting high tech.
Listen, I think we're all trying to catch up.
We're all trying to catch up. I'm the oldest person in the room, so I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to figure it all out. Yeah.
But I just think it's really cool, and I want people to understand, you know, the truth behind this whole campaign and what's happening here. That it's got great people heading it up, and you know, I'm just glad that we get to help this year and do some more things. So if any of our businesses are interested, please, you can go online or you can just call Michelle and Greg and they'll do it for you.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Now what is the last day, like the cutoff time for toys?
Cutoff time is right up until December the 12th. The event is on the 13th, and we're collecting toys right up until the 12th and separating them. And the way that it works is that as the mall is set up, we still have all of our reserve in the back that's been separated out, so we keep restocking the tables.
Gotcha.
So it's an all-day event.
Now, I do want to say I want to ask another question. What are some of the toys for the older kids that are popular, that maybe if people are interested in purchasing those, what would they be? Like, are we talking, you know, like
ear pods, phone cases, hair blowers for the girls.
I love that he says hair blowers.
Curling irons, makeup kits, and even, you know, for the young men, they, you know, cologne or eyeglasses, or not eyeglasses, sunglasses. You know, different kinds of things that would pertain to that age group. Nothing big and nothing huge. They just, you know, to receive something like that for their parents to be able to go in and shop for and come home with something in their age group is actually a little bit surprising, probably for them, that those things exist.
Yeah.
So so far, we've got a great lineup of partners that are coming online and coming on board with us and helping, but we need a whole lot more to keep making this successful every year.
Yeah, and keep growing and keep, you know, I want to keep plugging along. I don't want to lose this. So
right.
I think it's awesome. Well, is there anything else that we didn't cover? I feel like we covered a lot of territory in a short amount of time.
Covered a lot. I don't think there's anything other than if there's anything holding you back or you had any, you know, inhibition to coming on board and thinking, I hope this answers those questions and says, hey, this is for you, Camden County. This is our opportunity to come together and do something great for those that will need it.
Absolutely. I'm excited, guys.
Feels great.
It's great.
Right.
Thank you
so much, Greg and Michelle, for joining us. Guys, you have caught episode 70 of the Getting in Your Business podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check out Toys for Tots Camden County.